up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real weapons be the real myself. Man, I haven't seen the glory of the coming to the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real weapons be the real myself. Man, I haven't seen the glory of the coming to the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. Money. That's all you got to like. I know you. Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything. Not having it is. Don't do the work. They think that God gives us the ability to create wealth. No, it's the love of money. That's what you don't want money so much. Why you get up and go to work? Everybody knows that about money. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. It's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. Now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor for the working class, Mr. Cortez.
Good morning, Black World, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth-building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. Truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to come to you live and direct from the Black Billionaires Club Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Guys, if you are not gotten your ticket to the Black Generational Wealth Building Conference in Atlanta, GA, this coming April 6th through the 8th, it is rapidly approaching April 6th through the 8th. You want to go to wealth.joincorteznow.com to grab your ticket. Wealth.joincorteznow.com to grab your tickets. You can grab a whole weekend pass, or you can grab tickets based on events that you attend in the area. If you want to build, you want to get yourself in and around people who are building. We're talking about building Wakanda and not just living there, right? So wealth.joincorteznow.com, get all the details. Another thing you might want to consider, if you are a business owner and you want to get your brand, your business in front of brothers and sisters who love supporting other brothers and sisters, you might want to connect with wealth.joincorteznow.com and look at the advertising options that you have to advertise in some of the publications that's going to be handed out during that weekend. Wonderful opportunity to get your brand in front of like-minded individuals who are looking to support Black-owned businesses and establishments. So you definitely want to check into all of that. Do me a huge favor. If you're checking us out on YouTube, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, you want to make sure that you do that. We're trying to break 2,000 subscribers this month. So if you have not already done that, hit the subscribe button for me, please. And also rate the show, thumbs up, thumbs down, makes me know, never mind. And then leave me a comment. Let me know what we could do to get better. I want to continue to bring good quality content with good tips and strategies on how to help you get your money all the way right. We are at 1,769 subscribers on YouTube. So if you want to help us, make sure you hit the subscribe button. 60 somewhere around there. So we've been doing this for a good minute, y'all, and I appreciate all of your support. But continue to subscribe, like, and comment on the YouTube channel. Same thing for you guys on Facebook. You guys know the price of admission is hit the share button. If you have never shared this show before, please hit the share button. I'm looking at my numbers, and Facebook is really playing games with my channel or with my page because they don't like me bringing information for Black people. Right. I get those little notices all the time. I can't run ads and things of that nature. Oh, well, your ad seems to target a specific demographic. Yeah. So in order for me to continue to reach more and more people, I need you guys to share this stuff on your streams and on your timelines. And maybe some of your friends will share it as well if they are blessed by the content. So please do me a favor, hit the share button and continue with your likes, thumbs up, comments. All of that stuff makes a difference, because Facebook is watching. And the more we have engagement, the more they will send this stuff out to more and more people. You know, but it is what it is, man. That's why I'm working on building my own media empire so that I won't be at the mercy of someone else's platform and they can dictate and control who gets to see what and all of that kind of stuff. So please go ahead and hit the share button if you have not already. That's the price of admission for Talking in the Morning. If you want to get, you can thumbs up, something of that nature. And that allblackwealthmovement.com. Listen, guys, I want to help you build generational wealth. In order to build generational wealth, you have to understand what's killing your pocketbook and your wallet. We know what's killing your pocketbook and wallet. We also know how you can overcome those challenges. In order for you to join the Black Wealth Movement, it'll cost you $70 to get started. Then it will cost you $35 per month, roughly $35 to $50 per month to run your business in the financial education space. Guys, this is the best thing for us as a people. Why? Because we need financial education. Most of us will not even look at our finances unless we're getting paid to do so. So MyEcon is a company that backs the Black Wealth Movement. They literally pay you to get your money right, and then they pay you to help other people get their money right. Tell me we don't need that in our community right now. Tell me you don't need a new money strategy right now. Tell me, so I want you to tell me that your money strategy is working like gangbusters for you and you're on your way to building generational wealth for your family. Who can tell me that right now that your money strategy, you're 100% confident that your current money strategy is going to get you where you need to be in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, the next generation, the generation after that? If you can't tell me that, then you need to make this investment of $70 and roughly $50 a month to get you a new money strategy so that we can help transform your finances and position you to start building some real generational wealth. Come on, $70 to start. I couldn't even take me, my wife, and my 2 sons to see Black Panther for $70. So if you're looking for a new money strategy, the Black Wealth Movement has a money strategy, but we also have the community that you need to be plugged into to help hold you accountable to execute the game plan. That's the key. It's the community that's going to hold you accountable to execute this game plan. So if you're interested in that, text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. And yeah, we pay $65 per referral. Just so if you're wondering how can you make money with the Black Wealth Movement, you make $65 per referral. Refer 10 people a month. That's an extra $650 per month that you can add to your income. Yeah, we're not playing. It's not just strategies. No, this is a business around financial strategies. So just thought you should know that. So today we're talking about your circumstances and your situations versus your reality. And I hope I don't offend people, but you guys know that I'm a Christian man. And I want you to know that your circumstances and your situation, it's not the same as your reality. Your circumstances and your situation, they're not the same as your reality. Now, I understand probably better than most that what you perceive has become your reality, but it's not your true reality. Your circumstances and your situations are not your true reality. Now, you perceive it to be that way, and I understand that which we perceive is our reality. Crap. I'm looking at my tablet and I see it's about to die, and I don't have my charger in here with me. Nevertheless, what you perceive to be real to you is very real to you, but that is not your true reality. And I'm going to give you some examples here. How many of you guys have dealt with loneliness, right? Your situation is, I feel like I'm all alone in this thing. My circumstances are trying to dictate to me that, man, I am just alone. I'm by myself. I don't have anybody here. Some of us have moved to different cities where we have no family and no friends. Maybe our job moved us out there, and we're looking at our current situation. We're looking at our current circumstances, and we're saying, man, it's lonely as heck. I have nobody to have my back. Right? I wish I had someone to lean on. I wish I had someone who can understand me, somebody I can pick up the phone and call. Anybody ever experienced that type of lonely feeling? And you thought that was your situation. You thought that was your circumstance. And because that's all you can see, you believe that to be your true reality. Anybody ever experienced that before? You feel like nobody's got your back. That's the situation you feel like you're in, right? You may very well be in that situation today. I don't know who we're talking to today. You may very well be in that situation. That might be your circumstance right now. Micaiah says, I'm experiencing that right now. That's your circumstance, Micaiah. That is the situation that you're in right now. That's not your reality. You know what your reality is? Your reality is what God says about you. That's your reality. Your circumstance is what you're experiencing. I want you to get that. Your circumstance and your situation, that's what you're currently experiencing, but your reality is what God says about you. And you know what God says about you? According to Isaiah 49:25, he says, for I will contend with him who contends with you, and I will save your children. In other words, he says, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. You might very well, Micaiah, be feeling like, or you might be looking at your current situation, your current circumstance, and it's like, man, this is me. Nobody's got my back. That may very well be your situation. That may very well be your circumstance. But your reality is God has got your back. And when he's with you, who can be against you? Now, I want y'all to get that, because a lot of people said, if God is with me, who can be against me? Well, you have to take that in context. Even though God is with you, there's going to be a lot of people who can be and will be against you, but they won't prevail. Right? Just like the scripture that says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It doesn't say that the weapons will not be formed. It doesn't say that the weapons will not be used against you. It says they will not prosper. So while your current situation and your current circumstance is dictating that you're all alone, the reality is you're not. That is your reality. Question is, do you believe your circumstance? Do you believe your situation? Or do you believe your reality? That is the question, Micaiah. That is the question, Chris. Do you believe your situation? Do you believe your circumstance? Or do you believe your reality, which is what God says about you? He said, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. In other words, I have a God that will go to battle and go to war for me. Question is, do I believe that? Or am I constantly looking around at those things which I can see, my circumstance and my situation, and do I believe in that more than I believe in my reality? Right? If you've been experiencing that lonely feeling, it's just me, it's me against the world, chances are you've also experienced some discouragement. You've been in a situation where you're like, man, this just ain't gonna work. Nothing I seem to do ever works. Anybody ever felt like that? The things that, man, I've been trying to get my business off the ground and it's not working. I've been trying to get my relationship off the ground. It's not working. I've been trying to reconnect with my kids. It's not working. I've been trying to reconnect with my son, my daughter. It's not working. I've been trying to reconnect with my mom. It's not working. I've been trying to deal with this work situation. It's not working, and you're getting discouraged. That is your current situation. That is your current circumstance. That is not your reality. I want y'all to hear this. Your situation is your reality. Your situation and your circumstances says everything you try to do is not working. Your circumstances says, man, I just keep coming up short. over and over and over and over again. And I'm discouraged. I feel like quitting. I feel like giving up. I might as well stop. That is your circumstance and your situation, but that's not your reality. Can I share with you what your reality is? Can I share with you what your reality is if you're facing discouragement? If you're not feeling like, hey, you can make it. If you're feeling like you want to give up, that's your current situation. That's your current circumstance. But let me help you to what your reality is. Galatians 6:9 says, and let us not be weary in well-doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. See, your circumstances and situations will weigh heavily on you and make you want to quit. And I get that. But you got to take your eyes off your circumstances, off your situation, and put them on your reality. Your reality is you will win if you do not quit. That is the reality. Your circumstances and your situation is what you're currently experiencing. Your reality is what God says about you. And he says, if you just don't quit, if you just hold on, if you just give up, you know what I liken it to? I liken it to Rocky. Was it Rocky 1? No, maybe it was Rocky 2. When Apollo Creed and Rocky hit each other at the same time, and they both went down. And they both went down. And the only thing that one of them had to do to get that victory is get to their feet. Your circumstances and your situation that you're currently experiencing got you down. That what you're experiencing right now has got you down. But I'm telling you this morning, if you get to your feet, if you don't quit, if you don't give up, you will reap your harvest. That's your reality. I know what you're experiencing. I know it looks bleak. I know it looks like there's no way you can win. Just keep getting up. Just keep getting up. Yeah, life got you on your backside. If you can look up, you can get up, says Jim Rohn. Got you on your backside. Just get to your feet. Just get to your feet. And then when you get to your feet, even though it looks like, based on my circumstance, based on my situation, it looks as though I cannot win, I'm still going to get to my feet. And when I get to my feet, I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. Why? Because as long as I'm moving forward, God says he's going to order my steps. He says he's going to be a lamp unto my feet. That means he's going to guide where I go, so that if I faint not, he's going to ensure that I reap my harvest if I just don't quit. So your reality and everything around you says, hey, if you give up, I understand. Your reality says you've been through so much that if you quit, nobody's going to judge you for quitting. Your circumstance, your situation says, man, you've been through so much in your life that nobody would judge you if you threw in the towel. Your reality is this, though. If you get to your feet, if you keep moving, if you keep going, you will reap if you faint not. That's your reality, right? It's your reality. Anybody in need of some blessings? Anybody in need? You're feeling like Cortez, I just don't have enough. My job isn't paying me enough. My kids need this. I don't know how I'm going to get there. My kid is supposed to graduate college in May. I want to go to the graduation, but my car is just broken down. It's been repossessed. It's been in an accident. I don't have any transportation, right? Your reality says you're in need of something every time you turn around. Your situation says that, your circumstances says that you do not have enough of anything. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough gas in your car. You don't have enough food on the table. You don't have enough clothes on your back. Your circumstances says that you don't have enough of anything. Your situation that you're sitting in, you're like, man, today is March the 5th. Already I'm out of money and I've got 25 more days to go in the month and I'm already out of money. Your situation says you're in need. Your circumstance says you're in need. But your reality, what is your reality? You got to start to look at your reality and not your situation and your circumstance. Your situation and your circumstance is what you're experiencing, but your reality is what God says about you. It's what God promised. That's the reality. Now, whether or not you believe the reality, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me, whether you believe the reality, because I know, again, what you perceive to be real is very real to you. So if you believe that you live in a place of lack, you believe your circumstances and that you don't have enough and that you're constantly in need, if you believe that, that's very real to you. But that is not your reality. Your reality is Philippians 4. God will meet all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ. That's the reality. Whether you believe that reality or not is up to you. You can believe the your circumstances and your situation, and that's going to be very real to you. But I challenge you to look back in your life on those times when you were in a similar situation, in a similar circumstance, and you swore up and down you wouldn't make it. You swore up and down that you didn't have what you needed or your needs were not met, and then all of a sudden somebody came through with a blessing. So your reality says that you don't have what you need. I mean, your circumstances says you didn't have what you need, but your reality came through and God blessed you with exactly what you needed in that moment in time. Everybody's got that situation in their life. Question is, are you going to continue to focus on your situations and your circumstances, or are you going to focus on your reality? Right? My son is getting ready to move to Texas this weekend. We'll be taking him to Dallas. 19 years old. He's trying to get his grown man on. Just, hey, I'm ready to fly, Dad. I know I haven't practiced that much with my wings, but I believe I'm ready to fly on my own. As a parent, I'm saying, son, you can stay in the nest a little while. Let me protect you a little while longer. But he says, Dad, I'm ready to fly on my own. No net, no nothing. I'm just ready to fly. I just think this is good for me. It's like, hey, it's your life, son. And as a parent, I want to look at my situation and my circumstance and say that if he moves all the way to Dallas, I can't protect him. If he moves to Dallas, mom is saying, how the heck am I going to protect my baby in Dallas? That is our circumstance. That is our situation that we're in. But our reality is very different. The circumstance is, I'm not going to be able to protect my son. He's 10 hours away, 11 hours away, whatever it is from St. Louis to Dallas, right? How am I going to protect my son? He's so far away. That's my current situation. And I can look and focus on that, or I can focus on my reality, in which my reality says the Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life The Lord will watch over your coming and your going, both now and forever. Psalms 121, 7 and 8. So I have to trust that when my son moves to Texas, he's 10 hours away from me, that he's going to be covered and protected. That's the reality. Because God said he's going to protect me now and forever. He said he's going to protect my son now and forever. That's the reality. My current situation and circumstance said, how as his dad can I let this move happen? How as his dad can I protect him 10 hours away? That's my current situation, my current circumstance. How many guys are in a current situation, a current circumstance right now, and you're like, I feel like I'm not protected, or I feel like I can't protect my kids. That's your situation. That's your circumstance. The reality says God's got you. That's the reality. Again, your circumstance and your situation is what you're experiencing right now. The reality is what God says about you. That's your reality, right? That's your reality. That's your reality. Here's another big one. Here's another big one that you have to deal with. I don't know who this is right now, but somebody is experiencing a tremendous amount of anxiety right now about something. I don't know what it is. For me, again, that's my reality. I'm scared to death about my son moving to Texas. Right? I'm experiencing some fear and some anxiety, but somebody else is experiencing a tremendous amount of fear and anxiety about something. That's your current situation. That's your current circumstance. Man, I want to start this business, but I'm scared to death. I'm scared to pull the trigger. I got all the paperwork. I've got all the courses done. I've got everything that I need. Everything has lined up. I've been saying that I'm going to do this when this particular thing lines up. Everything is lined up. Everything is lined up, and you're scared to pull the trigger. Everything is lined up, but you're still feeling some anxiety. That's your current situation and your current circumstance. You're feeling fearful. Man, do I go buy this new house? I don't know if I'm ready to be a homeowner. You're feeling anxiety. You're feeling fear. Do I start this business? You're feeling anxiety. You're feeling fear. Man, do I send my kid off to college, or do I make them stay home and go to community college? You're feeling anxiety, you're feeling fear. It's your current circumstance. It's normal, right? It's normal to look at your current circumstance. It's normal to look at your current situation and what you're experiencing right now. Everything is lined up for you, but you're scared to death at this point because now it's go time. Nothing wrong with feeling fear. In fact, a lot of people have it misunderstood that courage is the absence of fear. And they look at people who are brave and say, man, that guy is fearless. There's no such thing as being fearless. I want you to hear me out. There is no such thing as being fearless. Fear is an innate emotion and feeling, and it actually protects us more than we know. There's no such thing as fearless. But when you have courage, you move in spite of your fear. So your current situation and your current circumstance got you scared to death. Let me tell you what your reality is about fear. Isaiah 41:13 says, for I am the Lord your God, who taketh hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. That's your reality, is you have an all-knowing, all-powerful, all-seeing God that says he will help you in your times of fear, when you don't know how you're going to work it out. You don't know how things are going to work out for you. So don't worry about it. I got you. See, the reality says he's with you. Your circumstance says you have a reason to be afraid. You've never done this before. You probably should be afraid because nobody is supporting you in this. You probably should be afraid. This is what you're experiencing because of your situation and your circumstances. This is what you're feeling right now. Your situation and your circumstances got you feeling very fearful. The last time you tried this, it didn't work out for you in your favor. So last time you tried it, got you feeling some type of way. And you're experiencing that right now. That's what you're experiencing. But that's not your reality. Your reality is that you're a God under the Most High God. And you can do all things because he's given you the power to do so. That's your reality. Now, if you can only see your circumstance and your situation and you cannot see your reality, that's an inside job. I can't help you with that. But I can tell you, though, that your reality is greater, that the greater in you, the greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. That is your reality. You have God living on the inside of you. That is your reality. But if you have yet to come to the realization and the belief in that, then that's an inside job I can't help you with. Right? So circumstances, situations versus your reality. Right? How many of you guys just can't see beyond tomorrow? Can't see beyond today? There's somebody who's hearing this who's lost all hope. Somebody who's been experiencing some body blows from this thing we call life for the last 5 years, last 10 years. And it's like, man, I don't even know if I want to move forward. I listened to a motivational clip when I'm training my young athletes. I always have, as I'm training their bodies, I'm also always training their mind. So they don't even realize it. But when you're working out and you're doing a certain exercises and your adrenaline is pumping and your pores are opened up, your blood is racing, your heart is beating, then your energy systems and your chakra systems are wide open. So what I play in the background while I get them open like that is really affecting their subconscious mind. And one of the things that I like to play, I think this might have been from Rocky 5 or 6, where Sylvester Stallone is talking to one of the young fighters. It might have been from Creed, and he's talking to a young fighter, and he says, "No one or nothing will ever hit you as hard as life will hit you. No one person or no one thing will ever hit you as hard as somebody listening to this right now. Life is just dealt you a body blow, man. That, you know, it's kind of one of those body blows where it's kind of like almost like a kidney punch, and all you can do is when you take this particular body blow is your immediate reaction is to go down on one knee. Some experience, and they're thinking to themselves that it ain't no hope. It ain't no hope. And if that's you and you're experiencing that right now, that's your current circumstance, that's your current situation. Let me tell you what your reality is. See, that's your current situation. That's your current, that's what you're experiencing right now. And when you take a body blow like that and you go down to that knee, trust me, I get it. I've had several. And that's all you can see is your circumstance. That's all you can see is what you're experiencing. Your eyes get watery and they get blurry. And when you take that kind of body blow, it's like, where are you, God? Let me tell you what your reality is, though, in that situation. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." See, in other words, God is saying, I know what it looks like on the surface. I know what it feels like to be going through, to have taken this blow that has been dealt to you. I know what that's like. But the reality is, even in spite of being at rock bottom, I got a plan for you. Don't focus on your situation, your circumstance, and what you're experiencing. I got a plan for you. And my plan for you is to prosper you. Even though you're flat out dead broke, some of us are beyond broke because we are in I told you guys, I'm coming from a negative net worth. So I'm below flat broke. But my reality is that there's a divine plan for me. And that plan is to prosper me in everything I put my hands to. So I have to stay my eyes on that reality and not my current circumstance and situation. It's very easy to get sidetracked, and you're looking at your circumstance, you're looking at your situation, you're caught all the way up and you're feeling every ounce of this experience. I want you to have an out-of-body experience and take a look at your reality. I want you to take a look at your reality. And your reality is that you've been marvelously and wonderfully made. And there's a plan that has been predetermined for you. And that plan is to prosper you, even though it feels like, even though it looks like, even though you can't see how God is going to get you out of this mess, even though you don't know how the story ends, just know that there's a plan to prosper you. That's your reality. I know what your circumstance say. I know what your situation say. I know what you're experiencing, but the reality is the plan to prosper you. But you have got to believe in that reality. I can't do that part for you. I can open your eyes to what the reality is, but it's up to you. Believing in that reality is an inside job. Right? Some of you guys are saying, you know what? I'm just the unluckiest person on the planet. What's up, Lisa D? Some of you guys are saying to yourself that everybody else around me is just lucky. Everything seems to go their way. I can't catch a break. This is what you're saying to yourself. You're saying it to other people. I can't catch a break. Everybody else around me seems to be getting blessed. I'm just down on my luck. Told you before. All the universe knows how to do is say yes. So you need to be careful with the thoughts that you think on. You need to be careful with the thoughts that you let proceed out of your mouth. Because this is what you're saying, right? This is what you say when you talk to yourself. Everybody around me is getting what they want but me. Everybody around me is succeeding but me. Everybody around me is catching a break here, catching a break there. I just can't seem to catch a break. That's your current situation. That's your current circumstance. That's what's got you speaking death over your life. It's got you speaking death over your life. And I tell you all the time that all the universe knows how to do is say yes. Let me tell you what your reality is. And here's your reality. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. I want y'all to hear this clearly. Therefore, I tell you, this is Mark 11:24, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. All the universe knows how to do is say yes. Whatever you ask for, believe you have received it. Man, I can't catch a break. Have you heard somebody say that with all the conviction in them and they believe with their whole heart they cannot catch a break? Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Everybody around me is blessed but me. That's the prayer. I'm saying that over and over and over again to anybody who listens. I believe that. Therefore, it will be yours. See, a lot of people don't realize that your prayer life is both positive and negative. It says right here, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it shall be yours. Whatever you're saying over and over and over, isn't that an indication that you believe that? If you didn't believe it, you wouldn't keep saying it. Man, that was just so dumb. Man, I really, man, everything I try just fails. It just crumbles. My whole life is in shambles. You keep saying that, therefore you believe it, and it is yours. So how about you stop looking at your current situation and your current circumstance and start looking at your reality? And you start saying, I'm blessed beyond measure. This circumstance right now I am, this too shall pass. On the other side of this is nothing but the land of milk and honey. I'm just going through a little thing right now that's going to make me stronger. So when I get to the other side, I have the strength to sustain me over there because I need to be bigger and stronger for the next level. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it and it is yours. Some of you are just believing every negative thing that is said about you. You believe it so much that you start saying it about yourself. And all the universe knows how to do is say yes. That's it. Man, I'm always broke. Yeah. So stop looking at your circumstances and start looking at your reality. Your circumstances is what you're experiencing right now. Your reality is what God says about you. Anybody looking for a financial breakthrough right now? Anybody in a situation and in their circumstances, their finances and your current circumstances, your finances aren't where you want them to be? You want to do some great things, but you can't never seem to have the money to do those things. Looking for a financial breakthrough, something that's going to get you to the other life. You're looking at your financial situation. You're like, my God, where are you when it comes to my money? Anybody ever cried out for a financial breakthrough? Right? That's your circumstance. That's your situation. I don't have the money. I can't make ends meet, right? I just can't do what I need to with my money. I don't have enough money. I need increase, Lord. I need you to enlarge my territory, the prayer of Jabez, right? I just need something to take place in my life right now financially, right? Here's the reality. That's your situation. That's your experience. That's your circumstance. But the reality is this, and a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, especially when it comes from scripture. And I know why you don't want to hear it. And trust me, but hear me out. You go to Malachi 3:10. You know, that's the most quoted scripture in every church, right? You bring the tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, and the Lord Almighty, and we'll see if fit that I will not throw open a floodgate of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough for you to store it. So you don't want to hear bring a tenth to the storehouse. You don't want to hear that if you want a breakthrough in your finance, start giving. And this is scriptural. This is very spiritual, right? But even if we take it out of the scripture, you won't find a wealthy person on this planet that has built any amount of wealth, and they will tell you, I give at least 10% of my income away. I give at least 10% of my income away. Every wealthy book, every person that I read about building wealth and how they built it, they all give. Now, some of these people are Christians, some of them are not, some of them are not, some of them are atheists, some of them are in other religions, study Islam and Buddhism and Hinduism and all these other things, but they're all wealthy, and they all say, I give at least 10% to charity. That is putting something in God's house to take care of the needs of people who don't have it. If you need a financial breakthrough, you better start giving. Whether you want to give it to the church. I know people say, man, that I give it to the church, the preacher's going to go get them a Lincoln Continental. I know people say that all the time. But there is the scripture says, here's another one. Be not deceived. This is Galatians 6, 7 and 9. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that also shall he reap. Now, this could not only be money, but whatsoever a man soweth, that will he reap. If you give up your time, you will find yourself having more time to do more stuff for yourself. If you take some of your time and you donate it to bless others with your time. If you're sowing joy and happiness into the lives of other people, guess what? You're going to reap joy and happiness in your own life. Right? Whatever a man soweth, that shall he reap. If you're sowing evil, you're causing people disdain, you're backbiting, you're gossiping every time you turn around, guess what you're going to reap in your life? Absolutely. If you're giving money to help those who don't have it as much, whether you're a Christian or not, this is a universal principle. If you need a financial breakthrough, find somebody to bless with some money. Who ain't got it? You know what happens when it's come time to bless somebody else? Here's what happens when it comes time to bless somebody else. We look at whether or not they're going to do the right things with the money. Or we judge them based on whether or not they should have had the money all along. Say, hey, man, you make X amount of dollars, so I'm not going to bless you. Because hey, you see somebody with a sign up, no, I'm not going to give them $1 because I think that this is just a hustle. Right? It's just a hustle. I just think this is a hustle. So see, that's between them and God. That's between them and God. But in order for me to be blessed monetarily, I have to sow monetarily. In order for me to be blessed with joy and peace, I must be sowing joy and peace into the lives of other people. In order for me to be blessed with time, I have to give time to other people. I have to volunteer my time. In order for me to be blessed with people serving and helping me get to my goals, I have to serve and help other people get to their goals. In Luke, it says, give and it shall be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that you meet, it shall be measured to you again. Give and it shall be given unto you. See, these are universal principles. And a lot of times, because we're not Christian, we discount truth. I don't care where truth is coming from. Truth is truth. And sometimes we don't hear truth because it's coming from a certain person or a certain place. So we want to discount it altogether. Truth is truth, man. I've experienced this in my life time and time and time again. I want for nothing that I need because I give as often as I can. So hopefully this wasn't too heavy. I know a lot of people don't like to be preached at and all of that kind of stuff, but this is something that was on my heart. Every now and then I like to do something like this, get us away from the money, get us away from the business, and just talk some other matters, because believe it or not, man, spirituality has a lot to do with finances, has a lot to do with money. How you treat and behave in your spiritual person has a lot to do with how your natural world shapes up. Most people don't get that. They are putting their energy into their physical person. They're putting their energy into their physical reality, and they do not have any spiritual health going on in their life. They don't have a spiritual fitness routine to go with their physical fitness routine. They don't have a spiritual game plan to go with their financial game plan. But you have to take care of your spirit man, same way you take care of your physical man. And a lot of things that we struggle with them because of the state and condition of our physical being. We could be healthy as all get out in our body. We could be healthy as all get out in our finances. We could be healthy as all get out in our emotional health. But if our spiritual man is downtrodden, we could never reach our full potential. So you have to be right in every area, every phase of your life to have equilibrium. So every now and then I do a show like this to help balance out the spirit man. And you guys know that I'm talking to myself. You guys just get to hear me talk to myself out loud. Every show that I do is for me. I just do it out loud, and you guys get to witness how I talk to myself, right? So I know Monica said she lost a son earlier. Sorry for your loss, Queen. I haven't lost a son, but my brother was killed 22 years ago. And I witnessed my mom try to stay strong for our family as we dealt with that loss. And it's one that you never get over. My brother was killed on 10/22, October 22nd. Not a day goes by that my eyes don't lock on 10/22 somewhere during the course of the day. Whether it's on a clock, it's usually on the clock. And usually, without a shadow of a doubt, at some point in the day, I pick up my phone and I see 10/22. Or I look at the stove and it's exactly at 10/22, right? Somewhere, somehow, I always lock my eyes on 10/22 every day. It's something that you never, and I can imagine what it's like to be that parent, right? I was the brother, right? So, but I did witness my mom trying to be strong for the entire family. So sympathies for you and your son and your whole family, because it's not easy to go through that. And a lot of people will say, you know, the pain never goes away. It never goes away. What you do is you get stronger in your ability to deal with it, but it never goes away. So I am, you know, in this day and age where, you know, our children are killing each other in the streets. And that's one of the reasons that I do what I do, because I got to get the resources to be able to help our children understand and put them in situations where they don't have to fight and kill for territory that they don't even own anyway. So funny, but I understand that our babies are sick. And in order to deal with a sick child, you have to be patient. I can't tell these babies not to sell dope if I don't provide jobs or business opportunities for them to make some money and feed their family and take care of them. Some of these kids come from some very, very trauma intense situations as young people, and they are actually sick. And we got to get them the help that they need. And that takes monetary resources. So we can fight for a lot of other things. My fight is an economic fight. I want to help people build wealth so we have the money to write the check to build some institutions that can help our babies deal with the trauma of growing up and living in war zones. Because that's exactly what's happening. Post-traumatic stress syndrome. Our babies are watching their friends die and fall right next to them. They need help psychologically. And the institutions that currently exist cannot help our babies, because you can't help someone when you judge them before they even come in the door. You can't help somebody like that. And the institutions that exist are currently looking at our babies in that light. So somebody's got to write a check to create some new institutions and some new guidelines to help heal our babies from this. And I'm going to get my money way right so I can write some of those checks. And I'm going to help as many people who want to get their money right do the same thing. And that's what the Black Wealth Movement is really about. I know a lot of people only see the network marketing piece. A lot of people say, Cortez, you're just vain and you're just trying to get money for your own. Now, I got some things that I need to do. I was called and put here for a reason, and it takes monetary resources for me to execute my purpose. So I know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm blessed going and I'm blessed coming. That's my reality. My circumstances and my situation may not say that I'm a billionaire, but my reality is I'm a billionaire because I'm a son of the king who owns it all. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because I don't want to continue to preach. I preached enough today. So it's your man Cortez, the Coach Thornton, financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur. Until I talk to you tomorrow, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every one of you. Peace out, y'all.